Okay, okay, I see the recording. Okay, so I'll be making my sales progress report. I'm Angelo Villegas, one of your sales interns for today. So first I'll go to my social media and email. So for social media, so like I said, I've been just doing my best, even if I knew that many were just selling around social media. I still became persistent and kept scrolling every day to see if there were some people at least trying to look. So good thing I found some leads while scrolling through all that. So I'll be discussing them later. And for email, throughout the past weeks, I've been finishing them at least little steps of progress. But so far, still none have been replying. There are automated replies, but then they never really followed it up with actual replies. So that's for the emails. Um, so for LinkedIn, so as with you discussed a while ago, there are 410 connections. So I'm using this platform with Vidya. I noticed that we were a little bit split. So like Sir mentioned, Vidya had a lot of connections on India and other international connections. So it's divided in the sense that Vidya has been targeting more of international, while I've been doing more of local. So whenever the connection is more local, you can expect that I'm the one talking to them. And for international, it would normally be Vidya. And Vidya, of course, has been more active since she's been pretty new to LinkedIn. Meanwhile, I've been using it for 1 or 2 months now. So the progress has been slowing down a little bit. But I'm still making at least a few connections once in a while. So for posting, so ever since Sir suggested the posting, I've been trying to post at least once a week. But sometimes there have been instances where I would post twice a week or even twice in one day. Because sometimes I tend to sync it with what Facebook is posting sometimes. So that's for LinkedIn.
Can
Oh,
you like do this regularly? Can you
yes.
post the content from Facebook to LinkedIn regularly? So we have a schedule.
Okay, sir.
Or
Yeah.
for have you seen the latest post? We have two posts, iFarms and Sky
Yeah.
City.
They're in the LinkedIn already.
Ah, okay. So
Yeah.
there's no need.
Yeah.
Okay. Just maybe we just need to send them directly to your prospects if they
Okay.
were not like
Yeah.
online or they didn't browse our
Mm-hmm.
page.
Okay.
Okay, continue please.
Okay. So next, I'll be discussing my leads, and just leads because I regret to say that my prospects either I've been struggling to get, and my existing prospects are no longer really replying. So even if I did a suggestion of 1 week of following up, um, one of them doesn't answer me. The other one has been scene zoning me. So I just chose to, give up because that was what around 3 weeks already following up, and they have not answered. So I decided to let them go. So I'll be discussing more on leads today. So these four are the existing leads. So these are the ones that I will still continue to follow up from time to time, since they did say that they may need us, or they may explore the possibility of partnering with us in the future. So these for these ones, I've been following up at least once a week, or whenever or at least once a week is actually pretty a lot already, since they still don't have any projects, but
Yeah.
sometimes at least
You
twice
can
a week. Yeah.
you can slow down
Yeah.
to yeah,
Every 2 weeks or so,
yes, or
something like that.
even
Yeah.
just every 3 weeks if they don't have a
Yeah.
project yet. Maybe
So yeah.
just trying to be friendly
Yeah.
and
So yeah, so these are the ones with no projects. But here for the next slide, I'll be discussing leads that might actually have projects, except the first one. So Arnold Agiling is a connection on LinkedIn. So the moment I messaged him, he already sent immediately. But I am still checking into this because I think he's looking more on partnership based on the message he gave, because he gave his company profile, contact details, addresses. And yeah, he said would like to stay in touch in case we need each other. And I checked that his current company is a steel making company. So I think yeah, he's looking more on partnerships. But these other three here on the leads are actual people with actual projects. So these
what
are
he's
oh
actually doing is the other way around. He's trying to keep us in touch so that
mhm,
if we need steel products, we can buy from them.
yeah. Yeah. So yeah, it was like it's the norm. Actually, that's a normal case on LinkedIn. So as what you said, he would normally say thanks, or they would try to market their company back. So yeah, but then here the last three are more on the Facebook now. So like I said, even though that I knew that most of the people on Facebook were just trying to sell, I still decided that it would be nice to at least scroll once in a while. and maybe I would get lucky. And I was able to find these three different projects. So these are all on Facebook. So first is Angel Bell's Kitchen. So they are looking for a contractor for an apartment in Bulacan. I messaged within the last week. I forgot which exact date, but I will follow up that soon. Um, but I think I messaged around 3 days ago, so it will still take around 4 days before I follow up again because everyone's once a week. Because I remember she posted in one of the Facebook groups freshly during the time I saw this. So there, I messaged her on Facebook. Um, Edralyn Gialogo. So she didn't, based on her Facebook profile, I couldn't find a company, but she is finding for an experienced architectural firm to build and design a structure. So they're trying to build a telecom office also. So they wanted to make it similar to business halls. So I'm trying to find out what exactly they want. Maybe they have plans already. The reason they said that they wanted it similar to business hall. So I'm for her, it's through email. So I haven't updated yet my email data, my contact database, but I will be updating hers because hers is through email. So I use the hello at ITC. So at least even when I'm not here with the company anymore or I'm not active, at least it's still in the company email. So you will receive your email anytime. And to put my foot in the door, I also messaged her informing her that I emailed her our company profile and our company services and everything and a short description and our and I linked the services posted so that it wouldn't be just an awkward message. And then the last is Edgar Osho. So this one I'm not too sure
For
because
let's go back
yeah.
to Erdeline. Most
Yeah.
probably they don't have a design yet because they're looking for
Mm-hmm.
a design, build and design firm.
Oh yeah, yeah. So yeah.
So maybe we can do that. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
especially
So
for
yeah.
design and build, you
Mm-hmm.
usually start with a budget because if they don't have a budget, we can ask for the type of design that they want. They want simple, really, they want it um, like a 3-star hotel or really
Mm-hmm.
elegant lobby like a 5-star hotel. So then we
Mm-hmm.
give them a working budget, and then if they agree with the budget, we usually do that for the for we that's like our guideline for the design for what materials to use or specifications before we build, of course.
Mm-hmm.
The price is set and very clear, which are included or not. So this answers with this question also. I saw her picture, but it seems that they're looking for a structural subcontractor, so we don't do that for just for a portion of a house because that's very risky because we don't know if the other parts were done well. Okay, so please proceed.
Okay, so as I was saying, the last one, this one was pretty funny because I didn't know if we were okay with doing projects besides the zone. Because I just saw that he wanted a general construction interior fit out, and I know that we do interior fit out, which is why I immediately messaged him our contract. But then when I saw that the project was in Siargao, I realized, oh yeah, that's not the zone. So that's why it's in a triple asterisk because I wasn't sure if he would accept those kinds of projects that are not
So
within the
it will
Luzon area.
depend.
Yeah.
We did projects in Boracay, so that's
Oh, okay.
definitely not in the zone, and it's a
Yeah.
separate island. So if it's a single room interior fit out, let's say 50, a few 100,000, I think that would not be ideal because we have to
Yeah.
mobilize there. But if it's a fit out of an entire hotel or maybe entire building, maybe we can do that. It will
Okay.
depend on the scope. So it's always dependent on the size of the project. Like
Mm.
even in let's say for say let's say in Tagaytay, there's a even if it's in Luzon, there's a 20,000 room renovation project. We still can't do that because it's like 3 hours from here. So it's always dependent on size. If it's 100 million project and it's like at the end of the Philippines, we can do that.
Okay. Noted. But yeah. So for him, the contact is through online. So for these two, Angel Bell's Kitchen and Edgar Osho, I will hopefully wait for a reply so I can have an email instead. So um when I leave it to the company, at least the replies are coming in to you guys and not to me. Because yeah, I might not be active at the time. So actually, that's it for me because I mentioned that my prospects have been really struggling. It's hard to convert so far. Um, And then especially with the situation that just happened, many have tend to be inactive for now because everyone's still trying to recuperate from the typhoon.
So what do you mean
Yeah.
replies?
Oh yeah, sorry. I mean
In hello at ITC or
oh yeah, I right now I messaged them online. I'm waiting for a reply online because I will ask also for their emails so that we can
okay.
have a better communication later on instead of just messenger.
Yeah. So for everyone, it's always a long process if it's through email and even in social media. Like it takes a day or two to reply. So it's really best to set meeting. When we
Mm-hmm.
started all this, we always emphasize that you need to set a meeting, an online meeting, even especially um, if things are not clear yet, there are no plans to discuss the scope in the project. Once we get their attention, and usually they don't think of us as a company or as a service provider. They just think of you as just one chat. Okay, that's all you are to our client's perspective. If they posted something and then 20 like other companies replied, so you just be one of those chats.
Mm-hmm.
So so we have to get their attention. So one way is by setting a meeting, we tell them that we are serious about this. And previously, it's like going to their office and really meeting them, setting an office, which shows how serious we are compared to those who will just text or call, right? So we need
Mm-hmm.
to make a difference. Tell them that they are important. We will spend time with them. So if in that process, are still not responsive, then you should not be focusing on them. Okay, so
Yeah.
that means that like maybe there's no real project. It's just an idea. They don't have a budget for it.
Yeah.
They're just dreaming, and it's not really urgent. And it might happen years from now. So you'll be wasting your time for years making follow-ups for them. So always
Yeah.
set the meeting. We've been emphasizing this from the start, and since last month, I don't think anyone has tried to set a meeting with anyone.
Mm.
So you can involve me in the meeting, especially if it's technical.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and my only concern is the fact that my 3 months end already on Wednesday.
So it
Yeah.
won't end until you you make a sale, right?
Yeah, so yeah, like yeah, parang I'll just stay in the chat, right? But I don't necessarily need to attend these meetings, right?
It's
I
best
asked
if you
Aaron. Yeah.
attend,
Yeah.
but you don't need to like make a formal report. Like you
Okay.
can make like one slide, and you have some questions. Just ask me in a Viber, or
Okay.
if it's something you need to discuss. We can also set a meeting with your client or just the two of us.
Okay.
But the reason why I want you to attend so that you'll be kept updated.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, me and Aaron are actually finishing on Tuesday and Wednesday. Yeah, Aaron told me kasi to mention it since he did mention his last meeting.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So and then just like Gandhi and some other interns, after their internship is over, sometimes Gandhi attends also, but he's active in selling, so he's still
Mhm.
able to sell
Yeah.
and for the past few weeks.
Yeah. I see
Okay.
that
So
on the chat.
it's
Yeah.
really hard, honestly, to close a construction project in 3 months, especially the
Yeah.
large ones. So that's why it's the minimum, especially for sales, unless it's a personal contact and they're really in a hurry to build. So maybe you can find those, but it's
Yeah.
not common.
Yeah. Okay.
All
Understood,
right.
sir. Yeah. I'll still be active.
Okay. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. So I'll end the recording now. Ayan